Hey everyone, wanted to do a quick video about items that you should not drop ship, or that at least I personally will not drop ship. So let's get right into it. I've got my list here so I don't forget anything. Okay, so the first item I wanted to talk about is anything that you put in your body, on your body, like supplements. This includes makeup, weight loss items, patches, anything, unless you're with, and this goes for many of the items on my list, unless you've actually signed up to a legitimate company that's well known. That goes without saying. Yeah, okay, cool, you can trust them. But when you're importing from overseas or some dodgy, well, not dodgy, but some things that are not well known, I would just keep away from. You don't want the headaches of people having adverse reactions. There's always going to be a percent, and your idea is you're going to sell a lot, right? There's no point doing this unless you're going to sell a lot. So if you sell a lot of anything, there's always going to be a problem, but you can minimize your problems by choosing the right things to sell and by staying away from. So yeah, like I said, supplements, anything you ingest, anything you put in your body, weight loss, muscle building, testosterone boosting, anything like that that's not from a legitimate source, I won't sell, and the risks are obvious, like I said. Okay, so the next item is baby items, toddler items, small children items. I don't want to be responsible for something going wrong with a young child, of a toy that's not up to standards, or like I will sell like toys, especially in Q4. It's big time. Get on that stuff right now, guys. But little baby toddler items, like just keep away from it. There's so many things you can buy. There's so many things you can sell. Keep away from the little kid stuff. Okay, the next thing includes for everyone, like clothing. You can make a lot of money selling clothing, yes, but there's a lot of pain in the butt when it comes to clothing sales. I've had someone buy 3 of the same item in different sizes and then return 2. Mostly people don't even check the sizing, the measurements, no matter how much time you put into your listing and say, hey, please double check and please make sure this is the right and measure. Even I don't do. I just will buy something and I'm at the stage where if it doesn't fit, I'll donate it. But if you don't want to, that's just more trouble, more headaches are involved in clothing, and there's huge competition in clothing. Okay, so the next item I wanted to talk about was fragile items, glass decanters, anything that's small or even big but fragile. Like even if you're not drop shipping, if you're sending from home, we're talking about extra cost in packaging. Even if someone returns it, more chance of it breaking because that's a double trip. I just keep away from anything fragile. Okay, the next items are probably obvious. Anything illegal that you can't sell, just keep away from it. It's not worth your time or your trouble. And not only can you be in trouble with the site that you're selling on, but you can also get in trouble with the law. So yeah, just keep away from that. Like if you sell something that's illegal and then that person gets caught with it, or it gets caught up in postage, it can lead back to you eventually, and it's just something to keep away from, even from a morals point of view. Okay, the next thing is, you know what, I somewhat do agree with this, but okay, I'll get to the truth of the matter in a moment. Big and bulky items, they in some ways suck to drop ship. The positive thing about bulky items is usually they're expensive, so there's more chance for a big profit margin. But if you have to handle a return on a bulky item, and then like the person doesn't, like usually you make people pay for return postage, that's going to be pretty expensive. So, okay, so that can work in your advantage sometimes because most people can't be bothered. Like if local post is like $200 to get back to you and the item is only worth $200, most people just won't worry. But it still puts a sour taste in people's mouth, and you're going to get bad feedback and it just causes bad situation. Once again, it's something that a lot of people make big money there. So it's not a hard rule for me, that one, but it's something you should consider. Okay, so the next item is little cheap stuff, like small stuff, take the little word out, but I'm talking about like jewelry, that's just cheap junk, chains that are just going to break in 2 seconds, or the person's going to wear it in the shower and it's going to break. All of that is just a pain in the butt. Anything too cheap, just keep away from the cheap stuff, because really at the end of the day, as a drop shipper, on average, you're making about 30% profit per sale, and you don't want, you can sell something for $10 and make $3, you know, like it's not really worth it. You sell something for $1,000 and make $300. Like, you want towards the higher end of the spectrum you want to be in. I have seen other videos when I was researching this video that a lot of people say to keep away from expensive items, and probably when you're first starting, keep away from expensive items, because obviously the risk in losing money or losing the product and issues that can involve. But once you've actually understand dropshipping and you have, you know, been through the ringer a few times and issues that can come up, then I would then do bulky items. But otherwise, I mean high-priced items, sorry. But otherwise, I would keep away when you're first starting. Okay, this is a big one and very important. I probably should have put it at the start. Safety equipment, whether you're talking about eye protection or helmets for people that ride motorbikes or any motorsports. Lots of different safety equipment there is, and I just keep away from anything that's safety equipment, because, okay, when it comes to motorcycle helmets, for instance, if I'm getting that from another country, it's not going to be up to the same standards that are required in my country or your country, perhaps. And also, you're talking about something that someone's using to save their life or their eyes, if it's a workman using safety glasses or harnesses for roofers, like anything that's a safety equipment situation, I just keep away from. It's a no-go zone for me, unless, once again, you're with a reputable company that specializes in this kind of stuff. Okay, this one I don't hear about too often, but from personal experience, I think this is something to look out for. Anything that requires more than a basic knowledge to use or for it to function, I won't sell. You have to assume that your buyer has the basicest of knowledge when it comes to the products you're selling. And if something needs reprogramming or is a extra knowledge to build, or anything that is just going to be a pain in the ass for someone, I just keep away from, because you just end up with bad feelings on their side and it turns into negative feedback or returns, or there's way to handle negative feedback and all that. I will put a video coming up soon about how to handle negative feedback in the best possible way. But yeah, keep away from items that people that need more than a basic understanding to use or work with. All right. Just in case I forget anything, I will add it in the comment section. If you disagree with me, please tell me in the comment section. Or if you have any items that you won't sell also, please feel free to add it in the comment section. I'll add some videos here for some extra information on dropshipping and related. And I appreciate you watching if you watched all the way to the end. Thank you.